So if you're an executor who lives out of state or an heir that's worried about an executor that lives out of state, common question is, can this have a major impact on the sale? Is there anything that needs to be done differently? And the short answer is no, but there are a couple nuances to this situation and ways that we must approach it. My name is Nate Clark. If you're new here, I'm a probate-focused realtor here in Texas. I help families, heirs, and executors navigate these decisions in regards to inherited probate homes and sell these properties every week here in Central Texas. And we do a lot of work with out-of-state executors. So let me explain. So can an out-of-state executor serve in Texas? Absolutely, yes, they can, and it is very common. Many executors live in other cities in Texas, which Texas is a big state, so they could be hours and hours away from here, or out of state, or even on the opposite side of the country completely. I've even worked with executors that lived outside of the country. So what matters most is that the court grants them authority, not where they live. Now, a couple things change when an executor is out of state. While it's allowed, it does approach how we need to handle the transaction. The common challenges include limited availability to actually visit the property, difficulty coordinating repairs or cleanouts, difficulties with managing utilities and maintenance remotely, and having to coordinate travel to attend probate hearings in person. And these issues are completely manageable, but they do require planning. So many Texas probate courses involving a will, the court is going to require an executor to actually come in and attend at least one hearing in person. For out-of-state executors, this oftentimes means coordinating a trip to Austin, attending the hearing, and dealing with other key tasks related to property while they're in town for their appointment. The right planning, this can be done efficiently. You look at it as an opportunity to check off two things at once, like going to your probate court hearing in the morning, then walking the property with an experienced probate realtor in the afternoon to figure out if any repairs need to be made, what you could sell for, what that timeline looks like, and what the next step should be. Now, when you're out of state acting as the executor, you've gone back from Texas, you're back in another state. This is where having somebody professional as boots on the grounds can take a whole lot of the burden off of your shoulders. An out-of-state executor can sell the property, sign documents remotely, work with title companies electronically, and manage the sale without actually ever being physically present. I had a client who was an executor of a property here in Austin. She lived in the Northeast. We hopped on one Zoom call. After that, she was confident to have me handle being boots on the ground, put a lockbox on the house, coordinated a contractor walkthrough, got repair estimates, ended up getting multiple offers on the property and selling for $60,000 over our list price. She came here once for probate court. After that, everything was remote. She signed closing documents and our offer remotely. And at closing, the estate received the proceeds to pass through and distribute to all the heirs. Now, many out-of-state executors are managing probate and their position of authority for the estate in addition to having full-time jobs, dealing with grief, and trying to avoid unnecessary travel as much as possible. Working with professionals who understand probate helps reduce stress, avoid mistakes, and keep the process moving. This is especially important when there's real estate involved. I see a couple common mistakes from out-of-state executors, including trying to manage everything on their own, delaying decisions due to distance from the property, listing the home without a clear plan, and using vendors unfamiliar with probate. Distance magnifies those small mistakes. And there's absolutely a way for an out-of-state probate sales process to go smoothly. In real life, most successful cases involve clear authority from the court, a solid plan of attack, local professionals handling all the logistics, and regular communication with heirs. When these pieces are in place, location becomes much less of an issue. Now, if you're an executor who's out of state and there's a probate house here in Texas, the key is having the right local support and a clear plan of attack. If you're dealing with an inherited property in Texas and you want help understanding the real estate side of the transaction, whether that's what your market value is, what you can sell for, how long it will take, what you'll actually walk away with. This is something that I deal with every single week with families in exactly your situation. I'm happy to help whenever it makes sense to you. You'll find all my contact information below.